What is up, everyone? New video, doing it a little bit differently this time. I'm outside, getting some vitamin N for nature. Just finished a nice cheeky run. It's like 90 odd degrees out here. It's absolutely roasting. I just wanted to talk about our mindsets for a little bit, because I feel like the biggest reasons why a lot of people quit Royal Marine training or quit training in general is the mindset, and not being able to stick with it, whether that be a run or admin or yomping or anything, hiking or anything in general, diet and stuff like that. And there's different ways you can try and kind of trick your mind into getting into it and doing it more often, and forming new habits, which is the key, really, is forming a habit. If you can form a habit, whether that be running, let's take running for example. It takes, what people say, it takes 21 days. I think it takes a little bit longer than that. I think it takes about a month and a half to form a habit, and it's that period that I will say a month and a half is the most challenging part. Cooper, come boy. There's my doggo. I think that period of time when you're training is the hardest part, and that's when you need to be consistent. Because after, when you form the habit and when you're running on a consistent basis, you go out because you enjoy it and you want to do it, and that's the same with everything. When you stick on a decent diet, like I've been plant-based for quite some time, if I turn around and eat a dessert, I can feel that sugar rushing around my body and I feel like crap, and that's because I formed a habit of eating healthy and eating a plant-based diet, and if you break that habit, you feel the effects. Or if you don't do that habit, you start to get miserable. Whether that be weight training or yomping or running. So challenge yourself for a month and a half of running or dieting or whatever it is you're struggling with. Stay consistent. Give yourself 6 weeks and stay consistent. And then after that 6 weeks, it'll probably all fall into place. It does for me. It does for the people that I used to train when I was a personal trainer. It does for everyone that I've give the recommendation to. If you actually do it, and if you train and you stay consistent for 6 weeks, the chances are you're going to do it for a long time after that. So make sure you're forming good habits, not these bad habits like getting up and just playing video games. It's what I used to do. I don't anymore. I get up, I have a nice big glass of water, I have some breakfast and read a book. That's my new habit that I've been forming recently. And I feel like I've not really been productive, or I've not really enjoyed the day if I don't do it. So yeah, forming a nice little positive habit there. It's nothing crazy. I'm not saying to myself I'm going out and running half a marathon every day. It's just getting up, drinking a glass of water and reading a book, having some nice breakfast. And that is my habit that I'm setting myself for the next 6 weeks. So what are you going to set yourself? I want to hear if you've been running for 1.5 miles or 3 miles or 6 miles. If you're doing it for 6 weeks, if you're challenging yourself to a new diet, which, like I said, I've highly recommended a plant-based diet for a long time now. It truly is astonishing what it actually does to your body. Whether that be mindfulness, meditating every morning. Mindfulness is honestly such an underestimated tool in your toolbox for getting fit. Mindfulness is crazy good. You wake up in the morning, and it's pretty much what I'm doing when I'm reading the book. I'm waking up in the morning, I'm having my glass of water. As I'm drinking my glass of water, I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing today? Am I going for a run? Spending some time with my wife and being present? Am I going to the gym? Am I going to school? And I'm doing all these things in my own mind, and it plans the day out. And then I go and start reading my book, and then throughout the day, I sometimes achieve them goals, and then little milestones are a tick in the box, and it makes you feel good. Or you don't do them, and you play video games, or you watch movies and binge Netflix all day, which there's nothing wrong with that every now and again. If you want a day off and just turn your brain off for a day, cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But the majority of your time needs to be spent being productive, being mindful, and setting new habits. And that's really, really important. So I know this video is a bit of a ramble, but I wanted to try something different where I'm just a little bit more connected to you guys and girls, where I'm just a little bit more personal with you lot, because I feel like sometimes when I do the videos, when I'm just talking about the Royal Marines and certain aspects of the Royal Marines, that I'm talking about them and I'm not talking about us, the connection, because I get comments down below, whether that be people from the US where I'm living now, all talking about the US Marines after that reaction video, whether that be people joining the Royal Marines or the Army or the Navy, or people just looking to get fit, and people just wanting to find information. This is more connective, and I'm enjoying this a little bit more, and I'm going to be doing more of these videos and it's easier. So yeah, mindfulness, forming habits, exercising and moving that body of yours. If you don't use it, you'll lose it at the end of the day, right? So if you don't go out for a run, if you don't exercise, your body won't be able to exercise after a while. So make sure you go out and exercise. My wife's meditating over here right now. I went for a run and she's just chilling, prego, meditating. A bit of mindfulness with the doggo behind her. She's working hard on herself, on her own mindset, just like you would any other muscle, whether that be running or weightlifting. Your mind is just as much important as working. You know, you need to be working on your mindfulness like it is a training program. So yeah, I hope that's a good bit of information for you all. Shout out to all the people in the Potential Royal Marine Course group, Facebook group. You're all absolutely awesome. You're doing fantastic. If you're thinking about joining it, I highly recommend it. We have some current Royal Marines, whether that be people like we have a sergeant in there, we have a lad who's in the RMR. We've got people who are former Marines like myself and a few others. People who have just passed out of training. So if you're looking for information about Royal Marines, link down below. If you want to see live streams and Q&As, I haven't been doing the daily Q&A recently, but I'm just taking a break because I'm practicing my mindfulness. Wherever she is, she's over behind that tree. But I'm getting back into the daily Q&A very shortly. So go follow me on Instagram at Luke_Gillings, and I will see you in the next video. If you like this, hit that like. If you enjoy it, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you later. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.